Hello, I'm Dr. Sam Karen, and I'm a retired psychologist, and I'm also a ventriloquist, and I have been doing both of these things for well over 40 years. In fact, I got my first ventriloquist puppet, a Jerry Mahoney puppet, for my 7th birthday as a gift from my Aunt Sally, but I'll talk more about that in later episodes. The name of this program is Memories, and it's designed to help us older folks recall old memories, since many of us have problems remembering what just happened or what happened a short time ago. But our memory for older memories is much better. So we're going to be sharing memories. I'm going to share some of mine, and hopefully you will also share some of yours with me. Now, over 200 years ago, some ventriloquists spread a rumor that in order to be a ventriloquist, you had to have some kind of strange vocal anomaly. And it's not true. It just isn't true. But a lot of people still believe this, that there has to be something weird about your vocal system in order for you to throw your voice. I'm going to work with you today on your first ventriloquism lesson. We are going to sing the ABCs, and you will find that for the most part, you can do every single letter without moving your lips at all. I'll go first. Are you ready? I'm ready. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? How'd I do? Okay, now it's your turn. I want to tell you something about this exercise. I have done this exercise with children as young as 3, and as I've watched them working on this, I see them trying to do the alphabet without moving their lips, and some of them are doing a really good job. So let's give it a try. We're going to sing the alphabet without moving our lips. There's only a few letters you'll have to move your lips for, and we're going to go much slower than I just went. Are you ready? Here goes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? How'd you guys do? I hope you did well. We're going to be having more lessons in ventriloquism in future episodes, along with talking about long-term memories, one which will be shared in this episode. And so, we're on with our show entitled Memories. Now comes the section of this presentation where we share old memories. Today, I'm going to share one of my favorite memories with you, and hopefully in future sessions, you'll send some memories to me and I can share them with everybody. Over 40 years ago, my wife and I decided to have a birthday party for Harpo Marx. Now, I'm sure that most of you remember the Marx Brothers, and my 2 favorites were Harpo and Groucho. Interestingly, when my wife was a child, they used to call her Groucho. So we made a rule for this party that everybody had to come in costume either as Groucho Marx, Harpo Marx, or Mae West. My wife came as Groucho, and I came as Harpo. And as Harpo, I wore a long jacket. I had a great big pocket on it, and inside the pocket there was a horn, and there was a sausage that I could take out and share with people. And I stayed in character the entire evening. I never spoke, but I did honk my horn a lot. Now, we did run into one, and my wife came as Groucho, and she also stayed in character throughout the night, and we had a marvelous time. Now, we did run into one problem. Our house was too small to handle all the people who came to the party. So a friend of mine volunteered to let us have the party at his house, and of course he also invited guests. But he didn't tell his guests that they were supposed to come in costume. So his guests didn't come in costume, and all of our guests did come in costume. So we ended up entertaining the other half of the party, walking around being Grouchos and Harpos and Mae Wests and entertaining everybody. And we had a great time. Additionally, a friend of mine owned an art theater, and he was planning on showing a Marx Brothers movie to celebrate Harpo Marx's birthday that weekend. And he told me that if we came in our costumes, we could all get admitted to the movie for free. Well, the movie changed. He didn't get the Marx Brother movie, and instead he had Public Enemy No. 1, starring James Cagney. But he said, "You want to come in your costumes? Come in your costumes. It'll be just fine." So all of us piled into our cars and drove off to the theater and showed up to see Public Enemy No. 1 dressed in our Marx Brother costumes. And I know I had a wonderful time. There's a scene in Public Enemies No. 1 where Cagney takes a half of a grapefruit and he grinds it into this girl's face. Not politically acceptable these days, or even then. When he did that, I responded by honking my horn loudly. I don't know how the rest of the audience felt, but I enjoyed myself. Anyway, what I'd like you all to do, I hope you enjoyed my memory. What I'd like you to do is send me in memories. Send me your favorite memories, your happiest memories, your saddest memories, your scariest memories. Any memory that you'd like to share, send it to us, and we will share some of them on these shows. Talk to you later.
Hi, my name is Donna Brown. I'm a certified yoga instructor, and I've been teaching yoga since 2002. I teach 2 yoga classes per week. One is a mat class for those people who are free moving, and the other is a chair yoga class for those people who are not so free moving. So at any time, if any of these poses don't feel right for you, just don't do them. Feel free to just sit in your chair and just sit out a pose, whichever doesn't feel comfortable for you. Or if you have any questions about whether these poses are right for you, please feel free to consult with your doctor. So I'd like to first start with some breathing techniques. And these breathing techniques are very soothing, very relaxing for the body and the mind. And the first is called abdominal breathing or belly breathing. Normally, we tend to breathe very shallowly and rapidly, and this creates a lot of stress. Creates a lot of stress in our bodies, in our minds, because we're not fully oxygenating our lungs, our whole lungs. We just breathe from the very tops of our lungs, shallowly and rapidly. We pant. And because we're not fully oxygenating our lungs, this leads to more stress. So when you breathe and take the breath deeper to the belly, then you fill up your whole lungs, your entire lungs. You oxygenate your entire lungs. And it's a very, very efficient way of breathing. So you start by taking an inhale. And then exhale. So as you bring your breath down toward your diaphragm, your breathing muscles, then the belly expands. So I'm going to have you put your hands on your belly and start with your fingertips lightly touching. And as you breathe in through the nose, preferably, your fingertips separate, your belly expands, and then exhale. You push inward on your belly, and the fingertips come together. So inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts. So if breathing in through your nose is not comfortable, feel free to breathe in through your mouth and breathe out through the mouth. Preferably it's in through the nose and out through the mouth. So it looks like this. Belly expands on the inhale. Belly contracts on the exhale. Belly expands, fingertips separate. Exhale, fingertips come together. That's very good. Now just let your hands once again come back to your laps. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. And this next breathing technique I call the windy breath. So you're giving a sound to your breath. And this sound helps you to hear how you're breathing. So you can hear if you're breathing shallowly and rapidly or taking in long, slow, deep breaths. So once again, breathing in through your nose, and you give it a sound like the wind. And then breathe out through pursed lips. Now you might not be able to get that much breath out, especially if you're using oxygen or you have problems with your lungs. This actually helps. It helps increase your lung capacity, your breathing capacity. So the inhale comes in through the nose, and the exhale is very long, slow, and deep. And even if you need to count to make the exhale a little bit longer, slower, deeper than the inhale, feel free to do that. So for me, maybe my ratio might be inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 5. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 5. Just breathe, continue to breathe in this way. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Almost like you're making the sound of the wind. We'll do this one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, very good. So now I'm coming a little bit forward on my chair, and this is called the robin. So I'm starting with my hands together in front of my heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, I'm bowing my head, bringing my arms forward. Inhale, opening my arms, head looks up. Exhale, I'm bringing my arms behind my back and I'm bowing my head. This opens the heart and opens the chest. Inhale, once again, arms open, head looks up. Exhale, hands closed, bow your head. Inhale, back to center. Keep this going. Exhale. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, hands behind your back, bow your head. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, close your palms, bow your head. And then inhale, back to center. So that's called the robin. Okay, we'll move on to the next exercise. So I'm going to take my right arm and move it across to the left side of my head. Then I'm just going to tilt my right earlobe to my right shoulder. So instead of bringing your shoulder up to your earlobe, try to bring your earlobe down to your right shoulder. And you'll notice a very deep stretch in the left side of your neck. So just direct your breath, and you could use your windy breath here. Direct your breath to the left side of your neck. Keep a gentle pressure on your head with your hand. And then, if you'd like, you can bring your left arm out to the side. For those of you who have shoulder problems, you can modify by just placing your left hand on your hip. And you'll still feel this deep stretch through the neck and part of the left shoulder. So whichever feels right for you, play around with the height of your arm, and you can even bring the stretch down to your wrist. And if you'd like, you can add a little bit more of a stretch here, a little different stretch. So bend your elbow. That's the inhale. And then the exhale, you're pushing your hand behind you now, but you're still keeping your head, your right earlobe down to your shoulder. Bend your elbow whenever you need to. Inhale and exhale. Always remember to use your breath for these exercises. That helps you to do these poses more efficiently. Once again, bring your arm out to the side, or keep your hand on your hip. And release both arms. Keep your head over to the side. Bring your hands back down to your lap. Now, I'm going to take my head on the diagonal to look up toward the sky on the inhale, and then exhale on the diagonal. My chin comes down toward my chest. Inhale, head looks up. Exhale, head looks down. Try to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Head looks up. Chin tucks down toward your chest. Now bring your chin midline and apply a gentle pressure on the back of your head. Very gently rotate your head from side to side. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale, head comes up, elbows reaching way out to the sides. That's the inhale. And now exhale. Close your elbows together. Inhale, open the elbows. Exhale, close. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, elbows reaching out to the sides. Exhale, elbows closed. And last time, reaching, expanding the chest, reaching through the elbows, and exhale, closing. Nice. Coming over to the other side, left hand to the right side of your head, and then tip your left earlobe down to your left shoulder. And breathe. Direct your breath to the right side of your neck. Try to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Keep gently pulling your left earlobe to your shoulder. Breathe. Tendency here is to hold the breath, but keep your breath flowing. Moving with your breath, that's a very big part of yoga. Motion with your breath. And then bring your arm out to the side or resting on your hip. Playing around with the height of your arm. Lifting your wrist That brings the stretch all the way down to your wrist. And let your breath come all the way down your arm, all the way to your fingers. Breathe. Bending your elbow on the inhale. Exhale, push your hand behind you. Anytime you need to, bend your elbow and push behind you. Once again, arm out to the side or hand on your shoulder. Breathe. And then release both arms like you're pushing your hands through molasses. Very slowly coming back down. Keep your head on the diagonal. And once again, inhale, looking up. Exhale. Chin tucks down toward the opposite shoulder. Inhale, head looks up. Exhale, head looks down. Couple more times. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice windy breath. Tuck your chin down into the middle of your chest and apply a gentle pressure with your hands on the back of your head. This time as you turn your head to the left, that's an inhale. Exhale, head turns right. Keep the breath flowing here. Now lift your head, spread your elbows out to the sides. Inhale, exhale, elbows together. Inhale, elbows out. Exhale, elbows together. One more time, inhale. Elbows way out, holding here for breath. And then exhale, release. And relax your hands. This is for the wrists. So I'm just going to gently circle my wrists. Just breathe normally here. And then let your wrists go the opposite direction. And just however your wrists want to move right now. They can move together, they can move the opposite direction, they can move any way that you want. Hey, there's this wall in front of you and you're just pushing your hands into this wall. And then exhale. Let your wrist relax. Inhale, push into this imaginary wall in front of you. Exhale, let your wrist relax. One more time. Inhale, push. And then relax the wrist. And let your hands come down to rest on your lap. So this next one is with the arms. You're going to start with your hands together. And on the inhale, you're going to bring your arms out in front of you. And you're going to open this Lotus Blossom, this flower, opening this flower to the sky. And then exhale, the flower closes for the evening and your elbows come out to the sides. So inhale once again, arms come up and your lotus blossom opens. And exhale, the blossom closes and your hands are back in front of your heart. Inhale, just lifting your arms as much as your range of motion will allow. Open your blossom. Exhale, closing the blossom, elbows out to the sides. Very good. This next one is for the shoulders. So let the shoulders come forward. Let the shoulders come up. So you're making just gentle circles with the shoulders, back and down. Let the shoulders come forward and up. This is inhale, exhale, back and down. Inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Now, let's see if you could do this the opposite direction. So inhale, shoulders up, forward, exhale, down and back. Keep this going. Just rotating the shoulders forward and back. So you're just dividing your breath into two. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Up, forward, inhale, down, exhale, and back. Okay, very good. Last one will be for the head and the neck. Inhale, turn your head to the right. Exhale, turn your head to the left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Try to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Inhale, turn the head, just the head and neck. And exhale to the left. Good. Okay, I guess you're ready to move on now. So now we're going to move to the feet. Do some exercises for the feet. So I'm going to start out by just wiggling my toes. Or almost like you're pushing a gas pedal on a car with your feet. Very good. Now we're rotating, rolling the ankles in a circle. Keep the breathing going. The inhale is when your toes are pointed. The exhale is when your feet come back toward the midline of your body. So inhale, pointing the toes. Exhale, the toes come back and in. Just making a circle. Okay, ready to switch directions? Inhale, circling to the left. Exhale, feet come back. Inhale, feet forward. And exhale, back. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, shake out the feet. So I'm taking my left foot up on top of my right. And I'm rotating my ankle. I'm rotating the ankle the opposite direction, just breathing normally here. Now, I'm bringing my right hand to my left knee. Now I'm coming into a little bit of a twist. So twists are really good for the whole body. They aid your digestion, and they're also good for helping your adrenals help your body deal with stress. It has kind of a ringing motion for all the digestive organs. So I'm taking my right hand to my left knee, and then I'm placing my left hand back on the chair, on the top of the chair, and I'm gently pushing in on my top knee as I turn to look back toward my left shoulder. Maybe you don't go back this far. Maybe you only come, maybe you could turn only halfway. That's perfectly fine. Just working within your own range of motion that feels right for you. If any of these exercises don't feel right for you, just move on to a different exercise. Or just sit quietly in your chair. So I'm twisting to look behind me and just breathing normally. And then coming back, inhale and exhale. Release your left leg. Now I'm taking my right leg on top of my left knee, and I'm just rotating my ankle in one direction, and I'm rotating my ankle in the opposite direction. Now I'm taking my left hand to my right knee for my twist, sitting up nice and tall, lengthening the spine, and then I'm pressing back into the top of the chair. My right hand comes back. Inhale and then exhale. I'm twisting to look behind me, look over my right shoulder. Just using my right knee as leverage. And once again, maybe for you, even if you come halfway back, that's a little bit of a twist. Keep the breath flowing. The tendency here is to want to hold your breath, but just keep the breath flowing. And then as you're ready, inhale, coming back, and exhale, releasing your legs. Very good. This last one, I'm taking my left knee up, and if you have difficulty lifting your knee, maybe for you this is as far as your knee comes, just slightly off the floor. That's fine. So this will be exhale. Inhale, try to straighten your leg as much as you can. Almost like you're kicking your foot out in front of you, or just holding your foot out in front of you. Exhale, lifting your knee. Inhale, extending your leg out. Exhale, just gently pulling your knee toward your chest. Inhale, extend. Very good. And place your leg back down to the floor, coming over to the other side. Lifting your right knee. Exhale. Nice windy breath. Inhale, extending your leg out in front of you like you're trying to kick your leg out. Exhale, gently pulling your knee toward you, toward your chest. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bend. and release both legs. We'll end this yoga practice, this chair practice, by just letting yourself relax, close your eyes. Expressing a sense of gratitude for your yoga practice. Allowing yourself to breathe nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Practicing your windy breath again. Letting your breath return to normal. Finding a comfortable seated position in your chair, either forward in your chair or all the way back in your chair, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Just keep taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Thank you very much for practicing yoga with me.
Yada da 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 yum da 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 yum da 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 yada da. Yada da 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 yum da 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 yum da 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 da. Yada 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 da. Yada da yada da yada da yada da da. Yada 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 da. Yada da yada da yada da yada da da. Yada da 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 yum da 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 yum da 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 yada da. Yada da 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 yum da 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 yum da 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 da. Yada 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 da. Yada da yada da yada yada da da. Yada 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 da. Yada da yada da yada da yada da da. Yada da 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 yum da 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 yum da 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 yada da. Yada da 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 yum da 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 yum da 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 da. Bye bye.